A no-frills and O-frills service. A product is one for which the non-essential features have been removed to keep the price low. The use of the term frills refers to a style of fabric decoration. Something offered to customers for no additional charge may be designated as a frill, for example, free drinks on airline journeys, or a radio installed in a rental car. No-frills businesses operate on the principle that by removing luxurious additions, customers may be offered lower prices. Common products and services for which no-frills brands exist include airlines, supermarkets, vacations and vehicles. No-frills airlines. No-frills airlines are airlines that offer low fares but eliminate all non-essential services, such as complimentary food, in-flight entertainment systems, business class seating, etc. A no-frills airline will typically cut overhead by flying from more remote airports and by using a single type of aircraft. Aircraft cabin interiors may be fitted out with minimum comforts, dispensing with luxuries such as seatback video screens, reclining seats and blinds. Some airlines choose to carry advertising inside the cabin to increase revenue. Should meals be served, they must be paid for in full. Some airlines also extend the definition of frills to include standard services and conveniences. For example, a no-frills airline may charge passengers an additional fee for check-in luggage, using airport check-in desks, or even providing wheelchairs. No-frills holiday. No-frills holidays are holidays which, like no-frills airlines, do not include unnecessary services such as in-flight meals, travel representatives, transfers between the airport and the hotel, entertainment, luxury accommodation. Such holidays usually have a simple fare scheme, in which fares typically increase during peak seasons, and also as more people sign up for the holiday. This rewards early reservations and is known as yield management. Examples of no-frills holiday companies are just part of the Thomson TUI Group. QBIC low-cost design hotels. No-frills supermarkets. No-frills supermarkets are recognizable by the store design and business model. They do not decorate aisles and sometimes they don't even fill shelves. In this case, pallets of the products on offer are simply parked alongside the aisles, and customers picking up products will gradually empty them. When all items on a pallet have been sold, they are replaced. Prices are given on plain labels. Queuing at the checkout is relatively common, as staffing levels reflect average demand rather than peak demand. At actual peak times, customers often have to wait. Shopping bags are charged for, as they are seen as a frill. Thus, many shoppers bring reusable shopping bags. Buy shopping bags at a low fee. Put the shopping in the cardboard boxes that the products originally came in, or put it directly in the shopping cart. Customers must bag their own purchases. They work on the principle that in most supermarkets, 20% of products on sale account for 80% of what people buy. Therefore, they only stock the most commonly sold products. They only take cash and debit cards. They only open at peak times, i.e., 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday, although a few stores are 24 hours. They often do not serve branded items, except in the case of special purchases, which are almost always at a discounted price. Instead, they sell generic or private label products. Products are sold in one size, which is usually the best-selling size of that product, rather than multiple different sizes of the product. The shopping carts have a coin-operated slot to ensure that the trolleys are kept on site. They usually lack butcher, bakery and deli counters. Staff do the cleaning. No in-store background music, although some use satellite radio. Examples of no-frills supermarkets are Bottom Dollar Food, Save a Lot, Colruyt, Lidl, Aldi, Franklin's, Right Price, Food Basics, who are subsidiary of A&amp P. Food Basics, who are subsidiary of Metro Inc. Freshco, who are subsidiary of Sobeys. Maxi, who are subsidiary of low.The companies. No-Frills, who are subsidiary of low.The companies. Super C, a division of Metro Inc. based in Quebec. Bidronka, who are subsidiary of Geronimo Martins. Bonus, Poundland, Netto, Rema 1000. Denner used to be a no-frills retailer, but has started polishing its image. Pack and Save, Dia asterisk, Leader Price, France, Mini Preco asterisk, Ed asterisk, Usave, who are subsidiary of the ShopRite chain. Dia, Mini Preco and Ed are all part of the Dia Group, which is in turn part of the Carrefour Group. Wilkinson, Winco Foods, No-Frills Automobiles. In the United States, a no-frills automobile model typically has a minimum of convenience equipment, a less powerful engine and Spartan trim. Frequently, these models represent the lowest-priced version of a larger selection of more lavishly equipped and trimmed models of that same car. Often, the less expensive models are sold with a manual transmission and have a shorter options list. Early 1950s American examples include the Chevrolet 150 and Kaiser Frazer Henry J. These were larger cars than those produced in the U.S. in the 1940s gasoline rationing period by Crossley, who shut down in 1952. One of the more famous no-frills cars was the Studebaker Scotsman, which was on sale from 1957 to 1958. These cars came with a low-grade cloth-trimmed front seat and contained only a driver's side sun visor, no door armrests and painted trim. Even routine convenience items, such as the cigarette lighter and dome light, were deleted. Buyers were allowed to buy only a low-cost heater and a few other trim inconvenience items from a short options list. A radio was not offered as an option on this model. During the 1960s and early 1970s, American automakers offered several trim levels of full-sized models, with the price-leading no-frills versions. Examples included the Chevrolet Biscayne, Ford Custom 500, and Plymouth Fury, while ostensibly targeted toward fleet buyers and business customers where luxury is not a concern. These cars were also available to private customers. While many of these cars were typically sold with the standard six-cylinder, a basic V8 engine with the standard 3-speed manual transmission, many of these price-leading models were also available with the full range of engines and transmissions, including those that were performance-oriented, unlike the later no-frills models that had restricted performance options. During the gasoline crisis of the 1970s, many American automakers began offering no-frills models on their compact lines of cars. As before, these models usually had Spartan trim, fewer convenience items than the more expensive models, lighter weight components, and a manual transmission. Most no-frills cars are sold to fleet buyers, such as taxi companies or police departments. However, these models are generally available to cost-conscious private customers whose primary concerns were price, fuel economy, and basic low-cost transportation. The concept of a no-frills car in the European market was common in the 1950s with cars such as the Ford Abe and the Citroën ID Normal. The Dacia Logan is a remarkable example of a recent no-frills car in Europe. Another example is Fiat Albi. In Argentina and Brazil, the no-frills category takes a considerable share of the new car market. Cost cuts in base versions are listed, but not limited to, very little or no soundproofing. Low-quality plastics. Substitution of rubber on the dashboard to cheaper plastic. String-based instead of acceleration-based seat belt retraction mechanisms. No seat belt height adjustment. No anti-lock braking systems or airbags, except where required by law. no seat height adjustment, no steering wheel adjustments, cheaper paint processes, facelifted models instead of new generations such as Volkswagen Santana, Fiat Palio, Fiat Uno, Volkswagen Combi, Volkswagen City Golf, Chevrolet Corsa, cast iron cylinder heads and engine blocks. No lambda sensor, retrofitting old generation components on a European-designed vehicle, Ford Fiesta, Fiat Idea, Fiat Punto, Chevrolet Meriva, Volkswagen Polo. No lamps on the lateral direction lights or remotion of the lateral direction lights at all. Single-piece plastic bumpers. Any grills are designed by placing indentations on the plastic. Low-quality springs on the suspension, compensated by taller and harder adjustment. Less maintenance on the tools used to build the vehicles. Smaller and more restrictive catalytic converters. In some specific markets, very aggressive forms of no-frills cars may be available. For example, the super mini and city cars sold at the Mercosur markets, such as the Chevrolet Celta, Chevrolet Corsa, Fiat Uno, Fiat Palio, Ford Car and Volkswagen Gol, tend to be noisy and feature cost-cuttings like no lock on the fuel cap, elimination of nearly all process to polish or finish the molded plastic parts, substitution of black plastics by cheaper gray ones, even on unpainted bumpers. 1-liter engine, ultra-short gearbox with the 5th gear scaled as the 4th gear of a regular 1.3 vehicle. Cheaper mufflers. Thinner wheels, instrument panel only with speedometer, fuel gauge and warning lamps, 2-point seat belts and non-retractable 3-point seat belts for the rear passengers. No rear headrests, fixed rear windows, no anti-roll bar, smaller and thinner disc brakes, often non-ventilated. Very thin and low-quality trunk carpet. No side carpets inside of the trunk and any other trunk carpet. No cigarette lighter. Less plastic interior coverings, including the covers of the front seats rails. No rear window wiper. No rear window defogger. Only 2 speeds for the internal fan. Cheaper, noisier internal fan. Cheaper, imprecise mechanisms for setting the internal ventilation direction and heating. No-frills gyms. Compared from regular fitness gyms, there has been a growing number of no-frills gyms. No-frills gyms are noted from regular gyms. These differ in noted ways include no reception, everything like registration, booking classes etc. is done online. No fitness classes, or fitness classes are available at a supplementary cost on top of regular monthly membership fees. No swimming pool, hot tub, sauna, solarium or beauty spa. Due to cost of running such facilities, e.g., a requirement to have a member of staff being there at all times and frequent cleaning, they are often non-existent. No cafe relaxation room, drinks and snacks are available through vending machines. Most of the fitness machines are self-powered, rather than electrically powered, thus cutting down of power costs and running costs. Examples of no-frills gyms are Easy Gym, Fit for Less and Pure Gym in the UK, Basic Fit in Benelux and AMP, France and McFit in Germany. Other no-frills companies. Other examples of no-frills companies includes, but not limited to, cinemas, bus companies, Eastern, food ranges, mobile phone companies, hotels, and marketing.